Hey guys, you want to learn how to make a granny square? One of those slow, easy to see tutorials? Grab your hook, grab your yarn, and let's get stitching. All right, let's just jump on in. I personally like to start my granny squares with a magic circle, but you can also chain 4 and join with a slip stitch to the first chain and create a circle that way. So we've got our magic circle, and I chain 3. And that counts as my first double crochet. I'm going to work 2 more double crochets into this magic circle. So yarn over, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over once. I will take my thumb and my middle finger and hold everything right there while I'm making these stitches. Pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the other 2 loops. So we're going to do that one more time. Yarn over, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, make them all about the same height, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you've made your first cluster of 3. We're going to chain 2. That creates your first corner. We're going to do another cluster of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And you can see we've now made 2 sides. My end from a magic circle is getting a little short, so I'm just going to pull it a little bit. And let's make our next corner. Chain 2. And another cluster of 3 double crochets. And that's your third side. So you want to make one more corner. And now you can do your final cluster of 3 double crochets. And it can get a little dicey here with that last little cluster. Two and 3. And don't forget to make that last corner. Chain 2, and then you're going to slip stitch at the top of that chain 3. Remember, that was our first double crochet, so we are going to do a slip stitch right through that first double crochet, and make sure to pull your center loop tight, your circle tight, and that is your first row of your granny square. So you're going to want to turn your square, because that does help kind of offset the wonkiness that you get if you just work it around and around and around. We're going to turn our square, and I just go straight into that chain 3. 2, 3. Remember, that's our first double crochet. So we're going to do 2 more double crochets to make our first cluster. 2, and 1 more. And this is where you're creating your first corner for round 2. So chain 2 and work 3 double crochets into this space right here. 1, 2, oops, and 3. And that's your first corner. So you're going to repeat that in every space. You're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, go to the next space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then go to this final space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I'll meet you here at the end, and we'll go to round 3. All right, we're working our last cluster of 3 double crochets. So this is what your granny square should look like at this point. You've got 2 clusters on each space in the corner with the chain 2 in between. So now we're going to join with a slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. That counts as our first double crochet of the round. Pull through and just right through that loop. Turn your work and let's work round 3, and then you're just going to kind of work round 3 in the same fashion over and over and over again. And chain 3, that's your first double crochet, and work 2 more double crochets into this space. And then you're going to get to the corner and you'll work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, and that's basically the pattern. When you get to a corner, do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then just 3 double crochets in every space in the center. You can make them as big as you want, as small as you want. It's a really versatile pattern. It's great for scrap blankets and cardigans. You can make bags and pouches with them, decorate tote bags with them, just sit down and binge and relax with them. I don't put a chain 1 in between my squares or my clusters. Some patterns do call for that. It's up to you. So we're at our first corner, well, technically second corner, first full row. So you can see for the next round, you would put 3 double crochets here, 3 double crochets here, and just keep going along with that pattern for as big as you would like it. One of my favorite things to do with granny squares is make a blanket shawl. You want to check out my video on how to do that and make yourself a blanket shawl. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions and what other stitches you'd like to learn. Have a beautiful day. Remember to be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can. And drink some water.